Alright everybody, hey, welcome. I'm Troy Johnson, the food writer and guy who talks about food for San Diego Magazine and Food Network. I'm going to be your host tonight. But first, because it's a celebration, we need to make a cocktail. And because, I view the U.S. as kind of a pied a terre above Mexico, this is an ode to our southern neighbors. The country that I just like to point my car to and go all the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a paloma. I urge you to get it at home. What you're going to need is 2 limes, an ounce and a half of grapefruit juice. You can squeeze that yourself. I already did it. Tahini, a little bit of dried chili and lime for the rim, agave syrup, and mezcal and/or tequila, and club soda. All right, it's gonna be super simple. Here's what we're gonna do: ice. We're gonna do an ounce of grapefruit juice. Then we're gonna roll our limes. This part's gonna take a little while. You can just go ahead and I don't know, tune out for a second. All right, so we're gonna cut up our lime. We're gonna get a rim going. Cut it right here. Take your very fancy glass. It can be a red Solo cup for all I care. Just take a glass like that. You're going to get that lime on there. You're going to get the rim and just kind of, that's not working at all. So let's just do that. We're going to take the rim. We're going to get the tahini all over the rim. Make it nice and spicy. There we go. We're ready there. All right, we're going to get an ounce of, where is my ounce? An ounce of lime juice. Come on. You really need to roll these a little bit harder than I did. All right, we're gonna get an ounce of fresh lime juice. We're gonna put it in there. Paloma. I went down to Mexico and I wanted the most authentic drink that you could ever get. And I said, look, you're gonna get these amazing margaritas that are made from they're gonna pull from the earth. They said, give me your most authentic drink. And they pulled out some tequila, and then they put a bottle of squirt on top of it. It was the most authentic drink that they could possibly make me, and I thought that was the most beautiful thing, simple thing that I've ever seen. All right, so we're gonna get an ounce of lime juice right here. It goes on top of your ice as well. We're gonna use either tequila or mezcal. All you need is an ounce and a half. I'm gonna use mezcal, local San Diego mezcal. Put that in there, ounce and a half. 2 if you're thirsty. There we go. And then we're going to take this, agave syrup. We need an ounce of agave syrup to make it a little sweet. Take an ounce of agave syrup. You can do less if you like it a little bit less sweet. There we go. Put that in there. And then the fun part, you get to pretend like you're a real bartender. I'm pretending like I have a real job this morning. Take it off. Help. This is going real well, guys. All right, here we go. And then you get yourself a strainer. If you don't happen to be in one of the fancier restaurants in San Diego, what you can also do is just pour the whole thing into a glass. And there we go. That right there, my friends, is a homemade paloma, fresh lime juice, fresh grapefruit juice. So if you're not making a complete mess like I did, then you're probably not doing it right. I want you to get in there with your full body. This is the Grand Chef Throwdown. We're gonna be raising some great money tonight for cystic fibrosis, and this will help in our cause. All right, you guys, so this is the Grand Chef Throwdown for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. Now, I've hosted a lot of events just because I owe the organizer money. This is not one of those events. I have been to this event for years. I've got to meet the people who are suffering from cystic fibrosis. I've got to know their stories. And when you get to know their stories become your stories. Their stories become our stories. This is something I'm very passionate about. Normally, we'd be doing this at the Hotel Del, in front of all the watery stuff with the boats and the sand and the chefs with their big knives and the ghosts of Marilyn Monroe. But 2020 backed its cute little dump truck all over that idea. So we're doing this virtual, we're doing this live, and I cannot thank you guys enough for being here. So here's how tonight's gonna work. We're gonna share a lot of stories. You're gonna get to meet a lot of the people from Cystic Fibrosis Foundation and some of the people that we're helping along the way. We're gonna have a cocktail. We're gonna tell some stories. You're gonna take a bathroom break. You're gonna check your Instagram. It's just gonna be a great night. Now, if you're doing this on your computer, I suggest you have your phone nearby. Check your phone. It's 10%, isn't it? Plug it in. Your wife has been telling you to plug that thing in for years, but you never do before you go to sleep. Plug it in, get it ready, because you can use it to both go online and bid on some of our auction items. Amazing stuff. You get cool stuff and you help a lot of people. Or you can call the number on your screen right now, 619-500-1667. That's the number you can call to make a donation and help somebody right now. All right, so when you call, You're gonna get a bunch of chefs. We have a bunch of chefs trying to answer phones and we have no idea if they know how to do this. So give them a call right now. We'll see if this grand experiment works. I mean, I have no idea what they're doing. You know, they don't have any idea what they're doing, but bug them for some cooking tips. Just have a nice conversation, donate some money, right? All right, now I'd like to introduce two people who are really special to me. They host the Grand Chef Throwdown every single year at the Hotel Del. This is Chef Flor Franco and Wayne Hart.
Hi, I'm Flor Franco and I welcome you all to this amazing night celebrating CF family. All our sponsors, our chefs, our winemakers, our volunteers, thank you for being here tonight. Wayne, you look beautiful tonight, my friend.
Thank you, Flor. Let me tell you, Flor, you look absolutely gorgeous tonight. I can't believe it's been a year since we've been here on the Windsor lawn with all of our chefs, our vendors, our winemakers, our beer purveyors. Even though we can't be here together this evening, it is going to be one amazing night.
Wayne, thank you so much for bringing this beautiful event to San Diego. I can't believe it's 6 years of beautiful gatherings. The most important Southern California competition happens here at the Hotel Del. I miss you, friends, so much, but I know you're there virtually. Wayne, so how long was since you started working this beautiful event in Chicago?
25 years ago, I had the honor of starting this event in Chicago. And when I moved to San Diego and came here to the Hotel Del, I wanted to redo the event again. So of course, I called my good friend Flor and I said, Flor, I have the most amazing event that you need to help me with. And of course, she did, and the rest is history.
Thank you again, Wayne, for bringing this beautiful event. And tonight is gonna be a night to remember, different from all the other nights. And we're here to celebrate our families with CF. And please, please donate, bring your credit cards, your checkbooks, and be a part of this beautiful event and this beautiful cause.
Thank you for being with us tonight. We appreciate your support so much. Have an amazing evening tonight. Just remember one thing, you gotta donate.
And tonight is the night. Grand Chef Throwdown, it starts now.
Cheers to Flor and Wayne. Flor, I think, sleeps in body lotion every single night because she's found a loophole in the aging process, is doing way better at that than the rest of us are, so congratulations on that. Right now, I'd like to thank our sponsors for the night, Charlie Hoffman Foundation, Vertex, McKinsey & Company, Transcepta, and KTA Construction. You hear a lot of news these days about companies, and some of those headlines aren't so great, but you rarely hear about the ones that are doing really good things. Remember those names, because those guys are. Tonight, they're helping Cystic Fibrosis Foundation raise some money for people in it. All right, now I'd like to introduce the CEO of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, Mr. Michael Boyle, with a message for you guys.
Greetings, and thank you for joining us. While we all find ourselves at a distance, it does not change the fact that the CF community remains close in spirit. Now more than ever, we are so grateful that we can come together to connect, share stories, and celebrate the achievements that you have made possible. You know, the pandemic has changed our lives in dramatic ways, but it has not deterred the foundation from the relentless pursuit of our mission to serve people with CF and their families, and eventually cure CF. We are steadfast in our scientific work to advance our Path to a Cure initiative with innovative research efforts, and we continue to work hand in hand with care centers across the country to ensure that people with CF receive the best care possible. As we celebrate all that we've achieved together over these past 65 years, every contribution helps. It helps advance the mission and, most importantly, changes lives. Your generosity during this challenging time will help us stay the course and provide the best support we can to those living with CF. Every one of you, every volunteer, every donor, every sponsor, every CF fighter is critical to our success. Thank you for your continued support. Together we will make CF stand for Cure Found.
Hi everyone, my name is Lauren Jones and I'd like to welcome you to the 2020 virtual Grand Chef Throwdown. I really wish we were all sitting in the Hotel Del's Grand Ballroom right now, adjusting our waistbands from all the amazing food we had just sampled and wondering how we were going to eat an additional 3-course meal. But unfortunately, the coronavirus has made that impossible. We are forging a new path online this year and are hoping we can raise some money, and we look forward to hosting the event next year in person. I myself am 45 years old and have cystic fibrosis. I was diagnosed at 1.5 years old and have struggled my entire life with this progressive disease. But I'm happy to report amazing results from the new CF drug Trikafta. I have not felt this good in decades. Yes, decades. Taking this drug and feeling the results so profoundly has given me hope like I haven't felt in years. I finally know what it's like to breathe without pain and irritation. And I've gone entire days without a single cough. This has never happened before Trikafta. And it's all thanks to people like you for supporting the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. Without your donations, we wouldn't have this medicine, plain and simple. But unfortunately, this is not a cure. This is still a life-shortening disease for all, and there are some people who do not benefit from this medicine. But I do believe, now more than ever, that a cure for CF is attainable. I'd like to personally thank each and every one of you for being here. I know it's a challenging time in many regards and truly appreciate your participation in our event. I'm so happy you're all here, and I look forward to seeing you next year in person. Thank you so much.
So this is why we're here tonight, you guys. I would love, if you're able, to make a donation to the CF Foundation. We can make a donation and do immense, immense good. I mean, you talk about the CF Foundation, they've already done a ton to find a cure for cystic fibrosis. Look at Lauren Jones talking about the drug Trikafta. It came out last year. It's already done amazing work for people who are suffering with the disease. But there's so much more to do. We need your help. So go online or call the number 619-500-1667, and one of our chefs will attempt to answer the phone. Not really sure, again, if they know how to do this, but they will take your phone call. They will give you cooking tips. Just consider them like your personal James Beard or Julia Child. You know, talk their ear off, make a donation, help us out.
Hi, I'm Betsy Boaz.
And I'm Jim Boaz. We've been actively involved in the planning of the Chef Throwdown for the last few years. And while we will definitely be missing seeing you all at the Hotel Del this year, I definitely will not miss wearing a suit.
That's so true. Tonight, we'd like to encourage each of you to support the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation's mission to find a cure and continue to bring hope to families that are affected by this disease, including our own, our daughter Lauren.
So we'd like to kick off the fundraising this event this evening with a check and a gift for $10,000. Thank you for joining us and enjoy the evening.
Hope to see you next year at the Hotel Del. Thank you.
All right, you guys, now I want to introduce Jamie Weisberg, Executive Director of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation San Diego chapter, for a word.
Thank you, Troy, and thank you to our incredible virtual chefs. It has been my privilege to serve as the San Diego chapter Executive Director and get to know so many of our CF families. And despite the challenges we all have faced this past 6 months, I'm continued by our CF community. But there are two people I didn't have the good fortune to know, and that is Bernard and Jim Lewis. Bernard was a founding member of the San Diego chapter as he had 2 children with CF, son Jimmy and daughter Maureen. Bernard and his wife Teddy worked tirelessly for 50 years to ensure that Jimmy and other children like him had a fighting chance against this life-threatening disease. In 2014, the Bernard Lewis Humanitarian Award was established to honor Bernard's legacy, and it is presented annually to an individual or family who exemplifies his drive and commitment to the CF Foundation. Sadly, Jim Lewis lost his battle with cystic fibrosis earlier this year, and our thoughts and gratitude to the Lewis family, who could not be with us tonight. So it is my honor to introduce this year's Bernard Lewis Humanitarian Award honorees, Brock and Molly Glover. The Glovers have been involved with the CF Foundation since 2007, when their son Dane was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis at the age of 5. You may remember Brock as Golden Boy from his professional motocross days. He has used his celebrity platform to generously fundraise and advocate for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. He has organized many motorcycle-themed events throughout the years, including the Celebration of the Motorcycle, Moto Fight Club, Breathe Easy Rides, and Golden Boy Chardonnay. The Glover family has participated in great strides since 2008, raising nearly $200,000 through Team Dangerous. And it was through Brock's personal friendship with professional golfer Charlie Hoffman that the CF Foundation is one of Charlie's preferred charities. Through the Glover family's fundraising and influence, nearly $1 million has been raised for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. We are so grateful for Brock and Molly's friendship and support, and they are most deserving recipients of the 2020 Bernard Lewis Humanitarian Award.
This is such an honor to be considered, let alone recognized, with the Bernard L. Lewis Humanitarian Award. The entire Lewis family has been such a driving force as pioneers with the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, both nationally and at our local chapter. My family and I would also like to extend our deepest sympathy to the Lewis family with the recent passing of Jim. In addition to thanking the Lewis family, we'd also like to thank the board members of the San Diego chapter of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation for this recognition. And speaking of families, we are all family in this cystic fibrosis fight. When cystic fibrosis was first introduced to our family in 2007, it was those like the Lewises who were paving the way with this disease for our newly diagnosed son, Dane. As we learned more about the disease, we understood the vital role the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation played in all facets of the disease, and ultimately in the health of our son and in our family's lives. I knew we needed to become more actionable. As an accomplished athlete in yet another family, the international motorcycling community, I was able to network my many relationships into a variety of fundraising endeavors and platforms to raise awareness. With that same good fortune and support of so many, my family and I have been able to raise many hundreds of thousands of dollars to be used for drug research and development. Drugs such as Trikafta that have literally been a miracle for so many with cystic fibrosis. But as we all know, there's still not a cure for cystic fibrosis, and this fight is not over. However, I'm quite confident that under the Foundation's watchful eye and methodical strategy, a cure will be found soon. On behalf of the entire Glover family, I accept this Bernard L. Lewis Humanitarian Award with great honor and pledge our continued fight.
When the CF Foundation was formed, the outlook on cystic fibrosis was grim and scary. But thanks to groundbreaking research and life-changing advancements in care, now people with CF are living long enough to fulfill the dreams they never thought were possible. People with CF are graduating, getting married, buying houses, conquering athletic feats, starting families of their own, beginning modulators, living with transplants, and even getting their feeding tubes removed. They're crossing items off their bucket list, being recognized, starting new careers, and even retiring. We've been able to celebrate incredible milestones as a community and see the San Diego chapter grow into one big family. Together, we will one day say, CF stands for Cure Found.
It is so amazing to see how far we've come. The CF Foundation has raised so much money for research, and here's where you guys can help. Tonight, go online, bid one of the auction items. The Hotel Del has given a night for two with dinner at one of my favorite restaurants, Soraya. American Airlines has given a ton of miles that you can bid on, because I know that when this is all over, I'm getting on a plane and I'm never coming back. I'm going to all of the places. You can get this cool stuff while also helping our people who are dealing with cystic fibrosis. Anyways, let's check in with our phone bank right now and all those chefs and trying to man the phones.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for allowing me to help.
Thank you for your support.
That video gets me every single time because it's all of the becauses. Because they need their brother, because they need their sister, because they want to live to be a parent, a grandparent, a doctor. These are the people that you would normally meet at the Hotel Del. These are the people that I've talked to year after year and gotten into their stories and felt how much they need a cure. They need the investment in the research. And this is why we throw this event every year. This is why this means so much to me. Now this right now is the moment. This is everything. This is when we would be in the grand ballroom and you would raise your paddle and dig down and donate as much as you possibly can so that we can invest in research to help these people live healthier and happier lives. All right, so my Paloma is nearly done, but we are not. I'm asking you right now to donate as much as you possibly can for a bid for a cure. Our goal this year is $100,000. That will go to fund research that will help our friends and family who are dealing with cystic fibrosis. You can go online to grandchefthrowdown.com, make a donation there, or you can call our celebrity chefs who are waiting by the phones, just kind of staring at them and dawdling. They will try to answer the phone. You can call them and make a donation. It's 100% tax deductible. 100% tax deductible. Everybody likes tax deductions. I hate taxes. I like deductions. You can make that donation right there. We're starting to see some of the names coming in right now. Barbara Fishbein, thank you so much. The Lewis family, Rob and Lauren Jones, John and Pam Leger, however you pronounce it, however I butchered it, we thank you so much. Doug and Ann Jones, the Lord family, that's a powerful name. Stephen Williams, you guys, thank you so much. These are the names that are coming in right now. Donating, making a difference. We do this every single year because these are our people. You meet them in person every single year. We're not getting to do that this year. We're all coming together virtually because we've felt their stories personally. We've looked them in the eye, seen the help that the CF Foundation has given and how much further it can go with your assistance. All right, this has been an amazing night, you guys. I'm so glad to be a part of it. I know it's not the same. Hopefully next year, we will be back at the Hotel Del. We'll all be there in person, seeing those stories, shaking those hands, giving those hugs. The CF Foundation has done amazing work in this city and beyond, and helping people that deserve to be a grandmother, that deserve to become a doctor, that deserve our help to fund further research to improve their lives. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you next year.